1, 2, 3, clap. Your dad hates me. Hi, and welcome to Hey Buddy Nice Podcast. Fresh from Scotland, in Scotland, and from yelling at their father. That's right, that's Brogan Hastings.
And over there, giving himself more complexes, thinking about whether he would have a friendship with my father or not, is Wayne Giovanazzi.
They're called complexes because they are complex in nature. That's all. There's a lot of thinking involved in them.
I didn't say my dad would hate you. I just said he'd be indifferent to you, probably. I don't know.
I did. Yeah. Look, he's allowed to hate me. I'm sure there are people that hate me. I wonder every day if there are people that hate me, and I don't blame them. Of these hypothetical people.
Yeah.
So, dear cheesebags, if you're out there and you hate me, write into nicepodbud at admin.com. No, that's not how it goes. It's admin at nicepodbud. Look, the joke's ruined. It didn't work.
And if you know anybody out there that hates me, never tell me, because I am a sensitive bitch.
I
am like Matt Donnelly. Don't ever tell me bad things. That
complex does exist for you, and we are aware of that already.
Yeah.
I'm aware of that because you always say, if you send me a message and I don't reply right away, you're just like, yep, Wayne hates me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And now I'm very conscious of that. It'll happen all the time. If you message me during the night, I look at my phone constantly during the night, but I won't reply to you. So just know that it's Australian night hours. I may hate you. It's still a possibility, but I'm not telling you until the morning either way.
Cool, so I'm stuck in that Schrodinger's hate.
Yeah, that's it. Yep. Get in your box and stay there until morning. Well, my morning, which is your night. And okay, so today, you're the one who watches PSS Live, Penn Sunday School. You watch it live.
Yeah.
Have they been keeping up their schedule or no?
Roughly, yeah.
Okay, because I don't know if it's worth staying up tonight just in case, or getting up early for it just in case.
I mean, I can't think of a reason the podcast wouldn't be on.
Okay.
By which I mean Matt's not travelling and Penn's not travelling, and there's nothing.
Okay. No, isn't Matt at the fucking Magic Castle, or is that coming up still?
Oh, he did post a thing. Is Matt at the Magic Castle?
Yeah. Let's find out and see if Matthew Donnelly is performing at the Parlour of Prodigitation, or whatever it says, whatever the word that Brooke Burke can say. Or if he is not yet. Prestidigitation, yes. I just didn't know what the word was, so I couldn't say it. It's like, I don't know what... I can't give another example because I don't know another example of a word I don't know because I don't know it.
8th to the 14th. So yeah, he is playing there today, right enough.
Yeah, so he's playing, which means it could be a Piff episode.
It could be a Piff episode.
Fuck, it might be worth staying up for then. All right, I'm going to stay up just in case.
Yeah.
Just so I can be in on the chat and be like, hey, Reddy, can you ask Piff why he hasn't replied to my email yet? Because that is something we should talk about. Have you seen the America's Got Talent Piff the Magic Dragon bit?
I haven't yet, no.
All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to pause right now, and Brogan is going to watch this on YouTube, and I suggest you do the same, cheesebags, because we're going to spoil this shit for you. If you're watching America's Got Talent Fantasy League, and you don't want to know the outcome, or you haven't seen it yet, hit pause now, because I'm not going to play spoiler music. And we're back. We've just watched Piff the Magic Dragon on the Fantasy League of America's Got Talent, and I assume you have as well. And if you haven't, well, there are spoilers. I said there's going to be spoilers. There are spoilers. Why are you looking at me like that, Brogan?
I don't know what the fuck Kez is watching, but there's thighs, there's a person lying down, there's a chair shaking.
Wait, are there boobs? Are there boobs?
I couldn't see boobs, but you were covering the screen most of the time.
Oh, okay.
That's a short nightgown.
It is, but that's also the length of my personal nightgown. I have no idea what this is. Oh, that guy in the chair is dead. Totally dead.
Yeah, he looked like he was either dying or being electrocuted.
Here comes the big reveal. He better have boobs. Wait for it. Oh, it's a massage chair. Oh, yeah, he dead.
Oh, he dead.
He dead. Anyway, oh no, he's still alive. No, okay, where were we?
Oh my fucking
Piff the Magic
God,
Dragon.
He fucking dead.
AGT Fantasy League.
Yeah.
Spoiler time. Right, so we just watched it. After watching that a second time, my mind has changed. Because I watched it the first time.
Yeah.
And all I could think was, I fucking hate these types of tricks for television, where you've got a bunch of people making, fulfilling your prediction, right?
Right, yeah.
So you got Howie choosing a type of bread and Simon choosing a filling. It's like it feels very hectic and chaotic, of like lots of things running around. Watching it the second time, it didn't feel like that. And I also picked up on some other extra shit. Like when I saw Piff and Puddles in New Jersey. That's right, I had to slip that in there. I'm pretty sure he did a trick with those inflatable dice. And the thing is with the dice is they're loaded. But watching it again, Howie had the choice of using 1 or 2 die. He used 1, which means that let him choose the number 1. If he had used 2, he couldn't get a 1. So that means it was 100% a free choice, like all the other choices were, like Mel throwing a ring over a thing and Heidi throwing a dart. So it's one of those things where the choices don't matter because the magic happens off stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So first of all, I want to know your thoughts on the trick, and specifically Simon saying that this was his best performance yet. Because I disagree with that. Because in my personal opinion, his best performance was the one when he was on the show as a guest, not as a contestant, with Mr. Piffles providing a drink for Howie.
Oh, no, I 100% agree on that.
Absolutely.
But I think that one's often overlooked because that wasn't the full trick, was it? That was
it wasn't him competing. It wasn't him competing, and he did a trick, and then still. It was the same as in the stage show. Yeah. So he did the same trick, there's
a trick, and then there's the drink trick. So the drink trick
which is just a
focus.
throwaway trick, really.
Yeah, I think I can understand why that trick is Piff's best trick, hands down, because what the fuck. But I kind of agree with Simon. This is probably his best overall performance.
I think as a contestant, sure. No. His best performance is definitely him doing VDP.
I don't know. Because there's also that, and because he done it on AGT and Full Us.
Yeah, okay. All right.
I'm more inclined to think this one because this feels. I just like this, and I like seeing Jade as part of it. She's always fab.
Yep, Jade has to be a part of everything.
Jade has to be part of it.
Yeah.
But I think I liked this even better than Piff's last trick on Full Us with the elephants, and I loved that.
With the what? What was it again?
The elephants.
Oh yeah, that.
I like that a lot.
Yep. Yeah.
But no, I think overall this it was a good trick, and it came off really well.
Yeah, watching it again, it plays really well for TV.
Yeah.
And it did feel less chaotic because I was watching it knowing what kind of trick it was and thinking I hate these kind of tricks.
Yeah.
But watching it again, it's like it was fresh eyes, kind of, I guess.
Yeah.
So and it was done very well. It's one of those things where if you haven't watched it, Cheesebags, basically a whole bunch of random choices are made for a sandwich, and then that sandwich is produced from a locked safe that has been on the stage, hanging in the air the entire time.
Yes.
I feel like this was a version of the peanut butter and the jelly trick, because he won't want to do that on television because once a trick is done on TV, it's burned. It's done.
Yeah.
So I feel like that was the best way to do that. But then I was also thinking, well, maybe he's saving that for when he gets through to the finals and shit.
But I think that trick's too similar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that means it must be like a replacement for it. But I think that is an insane trick. How he gets the watch in the peanut butter, in the jelly, in the fridge that has been on stage the entire time.
Oh, it's insane.
And you were on stage for it.
It is quite literally there is no switching. It is the same watch that you give him that is in the jelly.
Yeah. How it ends up in there is
I don't know.
That's an insane trick. And to burn that on TV is not worth it, frankly. because as good as Piff's bits are on TV, and they are, it's so much better in the stage show.
Oh, yeah,
in my opinion,
definitely.
Yeah.
Although I will say, Piff, I mean, dude, what the fuck? Eating that sandwich.
Oh,
The fuck
tuna,
is wrong
the chili,
with you, boy?
the ketchup. Colby Jack's all right. White bread's fine.
Oh, it just, as soon as I seen the tuna, I was like, nope. No. Fucking bulk.
Now, also, here's the spoilers. Piff doesn't make it through. And there's a reason why. That's because, one, it's not being chosen by the judges who goes through. Two, it's not being chosen by the usual phone poll or online votes by the American viewing public. It is voted for in studio by the studio audience there and then, kind of like the Champions one that they did. Piff, they made it look like, this is the worst part, they made it look like that Piff lost to a fire twirler. No, I'm not saying that this fire twirler was bad, but compared to the other acts in that episode, they shouldn't have been going through. But it's based on the studio audience voting there and then.
Yeah.
So he didn't make it through. And also, if you're not aware, even if you have seen this on YouTube, the judge is a fantasy league. It's like a fantasy football league where you choose your players and stuff like that. America has chosen who is on the show. The judges then build a team with a schoolyard pick out of who is on their team. Piff was on Heidi's team. Every episode, each judge gets to use the golden buzzer, where they can put any act straight through to the final. Now, they can use that on one of their own acts, or they can use it on someone else's act, and they steal that act. So Howie could have stolen Piff onto his team and put him straight through to the final.
So
he should have. He really should have.
So does that mean? So if that happens, does that judge just get one more act, and that judge gets one less act?
That's right.
Right. Cool.
Yeah. But they've all got, like, I don't know, 10 acts each or something like that. So it's, yeah. And they can steal, like, the first episode, I think it was Mel had the buzzer, and they stole an act from someone.
Cool.
But, yeah, I mean, a benefit of Piff not making it through is I don't have to watch any more of this season of America's Got Talent.
That's true.
Yeah. It's like, when last time Piff was on, the only episode I watched was the one with Piff.
Yeah. It's like it's similar with Britain's Got Talent, because the only episode I've seen of that in a very, very long time is the one that Penn was the guest host of.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the only one I've seen in ages, which was the magic special.
It was, and he was just so sweet and so lovely, and just a fucking
He was the flawless judge. He was the flawless judge.
100%.
Yeah. Because these shows are designed for someone to be a fucking asshole, usually, one of the judges, unless it's an amazing act.
Yeah.
Now, also, we are not fans of Dickface, Simon Cowell.
Yep.
We do not like Simon Cowell. We do not stan Simon Cowell. We stan Miss Jade Simone.
We do.
I agree when, I think it was Heidi or Mel, so one of the other judges said that this was like the most dumbstruck that Simon had been at a magic act. Yeah, absolutely was.
100%.
And when you consider the history of Piff and Simon...
Simon Cowell is such a weird guy, because Simon Cowell believes in magic and hates tricks.
Oh, yes.
Genuinely actually believes in magic. Not
You can't say how you did it, because it was real magic.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, like...
Either you're magic or you're not.
Like, yikes, Simon. Yikes. Yep.
I feel like I've seen some other magicians on because I watched the first episode as well, and this was the second episode. He seems to have dialed that in a little bit, at least.
I mean, if he has, good. You know, get that shit right,
which is good. Yeah. Because if I went on to, like, a talent show and he was a judge and I was doing a magic trick, I'd say, no, Simon, this is just a fucking trick. I'm here to fucking bamboozle you with a skill. That is what it is.
Yeah. This is my talent.
Yeah, exactly. This is called America's Got Talent. Sure, let's ignore the grammatical errors for a second. It should be America Has Talent, but whatever.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that Piff had become an American citizen.
I knew that he was working towards it. I didn't realise that he'd
Yeah.
actually,
Yeah.
completed it. I knew he was close to.
And that was the whole thing where it's like, because in the first place, he didn't want to win until, like, he realized maybe I do want $1 million and what comes with it.
Yeah.
In the last episode. So the whole thing was he had the billboards, the loser, he still has, the loser of America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
Now that he's American, it's his right to win it and have the winner of America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, oh well, he didn't go through. He didn't really lose to a fire twirler. Only 5 acts out of like the 15 or something go through. So he lost to 5 other acts.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. It's just like, and now the elimination, Mr. Terry Crews, the eliminated person between Piff and fire twirler is Piff the Magic Dragon? Yeah, he sounded confused as to why it was Piff.
Don't get me wrong, I agree, but can you imagine being the fire twirler in that situation where you're like...
Yes, the fire twirler.
Fuck is Piff going out and this guy going through? You just be like,
this is how it went down. Piff's perspective. Okay, and the next acts. One of these acts will be eliminated. We've got Piff the Magic Dragon and Fire Twirler. Piff is like, holy shit, I'm through. I've made it through to the next round. Fucking A. Fire Twirler's like, God fucking damn it. I do my best. The judges talked down to me, said it wasn't up to the caliber of the fucking other acts on this show. Oh, wait, I just made it through? Cool. That's because they were talking down to her. They were like, yeah, nah, not the best. You did well, but compared to the caliber of the other acts, nah.
awkward.
Like I said, when Penn was on it, he was the foolish judge.
Yes.
These other judges, they're designed to be assholes.
Yeah. It's like when Penn was on it, the other judges didn't quite know how to deal with it. It's like, you're being too nice. What the fuck?
Especially considering he was in the Simon Cowell seat.
Exactly. And it just, everything he said, it was just so lovely. I love Penn so much.
But no, it was definitely, it does play well for TV, that whole Piff trick.
Yeah.
Which is good. I mean, it's good that he can sort of change one of his best tricks ever into something that plays for TV, but it's also a shame that he can't do that on TV.
Yes.
Because it is also a long trick.
It's a
finding someone
trick.
in the audience.
It's terrifying.
It felt like you were up on stage for a long time.
Forever. I felt like I was getting shouted at by Piff forever.
That's the dream.
Not in front of hundreds of people, it's not.
Not in front of Miss Jade Simone.
Not in front of Miss Jade Simone, not having Miss Jade Simone being aggressive with you.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I want you to like me.
But yeah, I did email Piff and Jade after seeing it. I'm smart now. I know not just to email Piff directly.
Yeah.
It's also Jade as well. Just saying, saw the AGT bit. Is great as always. Good job, buddy. Hope to see you soon. Guess how long it took to get a reply?
You've still not got a reply.
Yeah, we're on Piff Watch 2024. Will we get a reply from Piff the Magic Dragon?
Oh.
But yeah, it's a shame because I did want to see more Piff bits on TV.
Yeah.
But, oh well, it is what it is. Speaking of magic on TV, Fool Us, right? It's a big season, right? 21, 22 episodes or something like that?
Yes.
I don't understand why the CW is staggering it so fucking much. It's been like 3 or 4 weeks between episodes this time.
It's, I think there was supposed to be a Christmas break, which I can understand.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm not following it close enough to know if there's been any other breaks in between.
There's been an episode today. This was the first episode of the year.
Oh, right. Okay.
I say today. Yar. Obtainable. It aired on the 13th.
Yeah.
12th. Aired on the 12th. And the CW puts it up on their website a day later. So that's why that is always a day after airing.
Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah. Any other magic stuff to talk about? I don't know. Not really.
Not really. I just want to say, talking about Mr. Matt Donnelly's Magic Castle stint, did you see the pictures of his
of
outfit.
him not in overall.
Not in overalls.
Overalls, yes. No overalls for Mr. Matthew Donnelly.
He looked so cute and so happy. And I was in work when I seen that, and I'd been talking, like me and Anastasia had been talking about Vegas stuff anyway. And I went to look at something, and I was like, look at my friend who usually performs in overalls. And she was like, he's so cute. And I'm like, isn't he just?
That is something that I really would like, to be in LA at a time when the Mind Noodler is performing at the Magic Castle.
Yes.
That would be pretty cool.
Yes.
I mean, I would have to go to like Men's Warehouse or something to buy like a nice suit jacket and suit pants and some form of tie, because that's the dress code at the Magic Castle.
Yeah.
But it would be cool to show up and see Matt Donnelly. And the Magic Castle is now owned by Randy Pitchford.
That's true.
It has been for a while. A lot of people don't like Randy Pitchford. I'm in the camp of liking Randy Pitchford.
I don't know. I mean, sometimes, like, a lot of stuff I see is he comes up a lot on game stuff that I watch.
Yeah, that's it.
And he's bashed quite a bit on that kind of things. And I'm like,
You want to know, though? A lot of these people bashing him have never met him in person.
That's true.
I
think they're bashing
met
his
Randy
practices.
Pitchford. Yeah.
Like, was it Duke Nukem Forever that we don't talk about?
Oh, yeah, but there's a Gearbox took over that game after another studio and actually got it published. Mm-hmm. But no, I've met Randy Pitchford. He was nice to me. He taught me how to play Borderlands.
There you go.
So yeah, I don't hate the guy.
Mr. Matt Donnelly will be in Chicago on my birthday. It's Sideshow Gelato.
Oh, of course. Yeah, that makes sense. I saw Penn had put up a video kind of recently about Sideshow Gelato saying go there if you're in Chicago. Yeah. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all. I don't know.
I think that's
to be honest,
one of his cameo
I only watched
ones.
a little bit of it. Oh, okay. Yep. Is Jobeth still at the tier where he gets advertisements basically from Penn?
I don't know,
on Patreon?
Actually. I know that he's still a patron, but I don't know what level he's at.
Oh, because that might be out of like post-production or something.
Yeah.
Because you watch it live. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that... Yeah, because Matt doesn't say tiers, so...
Well, no, it's like it used to be Penn would say, would advertise it, basically, because of the tier that Jobeth was at for Elton Magic.
Oh, no, it was cameos.
It was cameos? Okay.
It was getting cameos so Jobeth could put them up on TikTok.
No, I remember listening to some back catalogue of Sunday School and hearing him Penn talk about it.
It might have been when we were there.
Early days, maybe.
Well,
No. This is pre when we were there.
All right, because I know that he talked about it when we were there because Jobeth was with us, and he was like, "Oh, I met the guy from Elton Magic," and I think he maybe advertised it or like talked about it once.
Okay.
But in general, it's been cameos.
All right. I don't know. I'm so far behind on podcasts. It's not funny.
Yeah.
It really isn't. Well, this is Magic adjacent. Vegas. We're talking Vegas talk. Did you see the home of Scoop Fest, the Orleans Hotel and Casino in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, in the news recently?
What about it?
In the news.
What's happened? No, I don't know.
Man accused of stabbing man with steak knife over slot machine at Las Vegas Casino. Orleans Hotel and Casino in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada.
Fuck's sake.
I saw that headline this week, and I didn't read any more of it until just between our episodes. And I should look up the actual details of the case. So would you like to know what the deal was?
Yes.
Okay. A Las Vegas man is accused of stabbing a man with a steak knife at the Orleans Hotel and Casino over a slot machine, according to an arrest report. He was also carrying a concealed machete. I think that is the biggest... Well, no, I guess grievous bodily harm.
Do you know how old the man was? The man
70.
The attacker was 70
We
years
will
old.
not use names. It happened on December 31st. Anyway... The assailant, the accused, had money in a slot machine, stood up, went to the bathroom, came back, there was someone at his slot machine
That's
that
a
he still
dick
had
move.
money in. On who?
On the guy who took the slot machine.
Well, there's a feature on slot machines where you can put it on hold for a certain amount of time.
Oh.
So you can do this. So you can go get a drink. So you can go take a leak. Probably even enough time to empty your bowels if you so desired. All right? He comes back. He's like, there's a guy sitting in his machine who has cashed out and said, hey, you took my money. And then showed him a knife. This steak knife. Now, steak knives aren't... Look, I have a friend who went down a slide or a slippery dip.
Yeah.
Sand at the bottom. Stood on a steak knife that someone had buried in the stand. Facing upright.
Seriously?
Yeah, right? I know, right? Seriously, yes. And he had to get stitches in his foot. So a steak
is
knife
wrong with
can
Australia?
do damage. What is wrong with people? What is wrong with the world? Yeah. Anyway, the assailant told the man to get out of his seat, at which time the victim grabbed the voucher, the payout voucher, because he had put his own $20 into it. He's probably seen this machine, seen... Guess how much? Guess how much this gentleman left before getting up to use the facilities?
$69.
50 cents. If I saw 50 cents on a slot machine, I would assume someone was not coming back for that.
Yeah.
Because they haven't pushed the hold button or nothing.
Yeah.
So he's cashed out his $20.50 or whatever. And the assailant claims that the man got up, turned into him, and doesn't know how he got stabbed.
Well, because he's 70.
Yeah, that's right. There may be some dementia going on. We don't know.
There may be. Like, holy shit.
Keep in mind, this is all allegedly.
Yes.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, and that happened. I can picture this whole scene, right? It's going down in the Orleans Hotel and Casino with those creepy-ass mannequins in the balconies above looking down on the whole scene.
I can't even... I was going to say I can't even picture the slot machines in the Orleans. That's not true. I can, because I have a vivid memory of us coming back to the Orleans at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And walking in one of the doors and straight into the slot machine's parts and just seeing Michael Ellsworth against a machine, pressing the button, and we're like... Mike, are you okay?
Yeah, like we were like, "Are you okay?" Thinking, "Have you got a problem?" It's like 3 a.m., buddy.
It was the fact that he was literally slumped across it and just pressing the button. We're like, "Do you need help? Do you need assistance?"
That was. I don't remember what we were doing that night, but we were wiped out. I'm pretty sure we were just looking forward to getting to the room.
No, I remember what we were doing. That was the day before the AIDS walk. So actually, I think it was actually maybe about 5 o'clock in the morning. Yeah,
it was a weird time to bump into Mike Ellsworth.
Because we had been at McMullen's, and it was when we walked with Scoopstronaut back to their caravan.
Oh, of course. Back to their hotel, their dog-friendly hotel.
Yes. And then, because we were with Ryer as well, weren't we?
Yes, we were. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Oh, this has made me sad again. It's like watching Las Vegas videos. But yeah, I don't know if either of the Ellsworths are listeners to Hey Buddy Nice podcast. If you are,
hello.
We extend the invitation, just like many other people. There is a queue to be on Hey Buddy Nice podcast, but it's hard to get guests because of the time differences.
And sometimes we're just not there.
Good. Sometimes we're not good at organising. Oh, I see what you mean. We're not there. We're not in a state to be able to talk to people.
Yes.
Yeah. Because, like, me talking to you and you talking to me, we aren't people to one another.
We aren't, no. You're not a person.
No, exactly. Yeah. That's all it is.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? It has been a minute. It has been a minute. And I'm scared that we may have lost our place as the #1 license plate and bumper sticker talk podcast.
Oh, but in between all those other license plate and bumper sticker talk podcasts.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think it's time we regain our throne. I would hit music, but just like Art Talk, we don't have music for this. So I'm gonna have to send you a photo, Brogan. This was just today. Remember how you sent me a message saying, good to record when you're ready?
Yep.
And I was like, yep, just have to sort out food. I went to McDonald's. I went through a drive-thru. This car was in front of me. It's not the best photo. I had to take it very quickly. This is Australia, mind you. This is the most American car I've seen
Jesus Christ.
in Australia. The first thing that stood out was the My Family sticker. You know the stick figure families? Mm-hmm. It's just a load of guns.
Yeah.
Now, for start, let's point out some of the others. Let's point out some of the others first before I get right into it, because I have multiple fucking things to say about this. There's also one at the top that says, my idea of help above is a sniper on the roof. My idea of help from above is a sniper on the roof. Yikes. And then there's another one that says, if you don't stand behind our troops, please feel free to stand in front of them. And then there's another one. God bless our troops. And it says something else that I can't read because it was a blurry photo. First of all, these guns in the My Family sticker. Dude, that is not your family, because half of these guns are outlawed in the fucking country you live in. Do you remember the massacre that occurred and then these guns were banned?
I mean, are they not all banned? I thought all weapons were like that were banned in
automatics. So like your automatic rifles and shit. So there's 3 guns there that are banned. That bullpup shotgun probably also banned.
Yeah,
probably, but I don't know. Now I'm like, you know what? Maybe you do have these guns illegally, and you know what? That probably is your family, because based on these stickers, your personality, you probably couldn't find someone to love you for who you are to actually start a fucking family. And you know what? I see this and I think to myself, you know what? Maybe even if you did have a family to begin with, that's all of your family that's left because you fucking probably annihilated them with the weapons that you've got. That is what I'm thinking.
Wayne has a lot of thoughts and feelings about this.
Oh, and then my idea of help from above is a sniper on the roof. Okay, sure. Then why do you also have a sticker saying, God bless our troops? Why do you need God to bless your troops if your help from above is a fucking sniper on a roof? Why do you need God's help for this if you have a sniper looking out for you, my friend? And I use my friend loosely. Not to mention, this is on some kind of Jeep.
Yeah.
By the looks of things as well. I don't know what that sticker behind the stoplight on top of the wheel is, but I'm sure it's not good.
I mean, judging by all the other stickers, it can't be much worse.
No, it can't be much worse. I tried to sneak a peek at this guy as he reached for his goods from the window. I couldn't see anything. I just saw a couple of arms come out of a window. So I know that he's got his arms, which suggests he didn't try too hard, or he wasn't on the front lines for grievous bodily harm where he could potentially lose his arms in battle. I shouldn't say that. I don't know the facts. But yeah, that's all I've got for the license plate tour section of today's podcast. Brogan, have you seen any license plates or bumper stickers recently?
It's been so long, I've probably seen some since we last spoke about it, but I genuinely can't remember.
No. We've had some sent in to us. Like, I mean, let's just be quick about it. We got one. I don't remember who sent it through, but there's one for a company called Superlative Contracting, and the license plate was just abbreviated to sup cunt. I think that's a good one. Winter Scoop sent us a photo of truck nuts.
Yes.
Yeah. Instead of the testicular form, it was a pair of giant, nuts and bolts, giant nuts. I thought that was clever. That's as funny. Well. There you go. Mitzi sent one through a while ago. The license plate said FKDMKDS, fuck them kids. And it had a bumper sticker of someone like yeeting a baby. There we go. They have been on the list for a long time.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we got to get through them. Oh yeah, I also saw someone's, it was NUMB3RPL8, so it says number plate. I'm not a fan. They could die in a fire for all I care. Yeah. And this, thusly cements our spot as the number 1 license plate and bumper sticker talk podcast once again. Right, I'm looking at the list, Brogan, and I don't have any Brogan topics, and I feel like I've been talking a lot. Have you got anything at all to say?
I'm just happy to be here.
Okay, then. I've got a question for you, then.
Okay.
So I was watching the Try Guy, as discussed last episode, and he was eating at the Cheesecake Factory. He ate calamari, which wasn't calamari. It was baby octopus.
That is calamari.
But they were... No, calamari is squid, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But they were whole baby octopuses. You could see the shape of the baby octopus in the batter and deep fried. And that made me think that octopuses, they're smart creatures. They're intelligent. They're like alien life forms. Should people be eating them? But then I also thought, pigs are also smart. Should people be eating pigs? And then I thought, here's a question for Brogan. Who would win in a fight, a pig or an octopus?
Octopus. Okay.
Why? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? How are you imagining this scenario?
Because, well, my first initial thought was that, a pig is bigger, more bulkier. It's got a lot of weight in comparison to an octopus. So it could just squish them. But we've also seen...
This sounds like you're assuming the fight is taking place in like a pig pen or squalor in the pig's home turf.
I'm assuming that it's on a flat surface, a damp flat surface.
Okay. Because I think an octopus is only good out of water for like 10 minutes.
Maybe. I'm not imagining the fight lasting longer than that. Because if a pig rolled over on top of it, it could just squeeze out from underneath it because squids and octopuses can get out of incredibly minuscule spaces.
Whatever their beak can fit through is the size that they can fit through. I guess either way, I mean, a pig is probably at a disadvantage if it took place in the octopus's domain as well in the sea.
It was the fairest
so it has to take place on land.
It's more an octopus can last longer on land than a pig can last in deep water.
Yeah, okay. So it has to take place on land then.
Yeah.
So is the octopus like face-huggering the pig, do you think? Because I understand that the octopus has like the upper hand on the pig to a degree, but I don't know how it would actually kill the pig.
I think it would just wrap it up, because is there not something to do with their suckers as well?
You mean like constriction? I don't think it's like a snake. I don't know if it could like constrict anything to death. I could be wrong.
I think they're quite strong though, the suction cups.
Well, yeah, for holding on to things, maybe.
But like, it's not. Do they not always say that it's quite dangerous if an octopus gets hold of you?
I don't know, because octopus, like the movies have taught us to believe that octopi are gigantic creatures. They're usually not huge.
They're not huge, no. I suppose it depends on, if it wraps it up and then goes at it with the beak.
I feel like a pig, if it got in a good stamp, it could wait, do octopuses have brains? I don't know. They got multiple
They're very
brains.
Intelligent.
Yeah, like they got brain. I think they got like brain cells or whatever in each of their tentacles and shit because they can basically work independently.
Yeah. Well, you hear stories all the time about like, from sea life centres or, aquatic centres, whatever, where there's one that I always think of where the person that was looking after them anyway went fed the squid, and then about 10 minutes later had a bad prawn or whatever land on the desk, looked up and it's the octopus had come out, gone out the tank and thrown it.
What the fuck is this? Yeah.
Essentially.
And apparently that octopuses as well, they will, if they've got a problem with a particular person, or maybe not necessarily a problem, but they're known to, like, when they're in captivity, will, like, spray water at this person every time they walk past. And only them.
Yeah. They know.
It's like they know. But there doesn't have to be a reason behind it. I think they just choose that person for fun.
The vibes were off.
Sometimes. The vibes were off, yeah. I was going to tell a story about that David Mitchell told, but it turns out that was a lie on Would I Lie to You, so I'm not going to tell it. He pissed off a crow, allegedly, but he didn't really.
I mean, it sounds like the kind of thing David Mitchell would do.
Yeah. Didn't he have a show like Eat Crow or something like that? Where he was William Shakespeare?
Yes, and I know... oh, God, fuck it.
I think it's up in the air at this stage what would win between a pig and an octopus.
Upstart Crow.
Upstart Crow, yeah.
That was okay.
I watched one episode and I didn't like it.
I watched the first series because I was like, maybe it'll get better, but I was like, eh.
It didn't. Yeah.
It just wasn't for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I find the same with Not Going Out as well, which is Lee Mack's thing. And I'm like,
I haven't seen it.
it's okay.
This week in my viewing thing, it was like in my viewing queue, it was the Lee Mack Variety Hour, because there was Would I Lie to You, which is clearly Lee Mack, and then he was also on 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown. Now, watching that episode of 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown, Lee Mack, I'm thinking, what time do they record this? Because either it's at like 3 a.m. in the morning, or Lee Mack has been out on a bender in the middle of the day and he's just fucking plastered. Because he did not look good. He looked like he didn't want to be there, still making his jokes, but
I think
it's like he looked like he had been drinking.
depending on when that was, that might have been, because was he the replacement for Sean's team? The replacement captain for Sean's team.
I think he was the replacement captain, yeah.
So it might have been, if it was an older one, it might have been just when Sean died.
No. This is a couple of seasons on.
All right. Oh, well.
Yeah. This is latest episode, latest season.
All right. I think the best one with Lee Mack is still with Catherine Tate on it as well. And I'm like, how the fuck have you got through your life? We need you to pick the numbers. 7.
Yeah. It's like when you pick the letters, I'll have a T. Yes.
Speaking of which, actually, I've never told you about the countdown, the real life countdown thing where the Vicar is on it. So
the Vicar.
So the
of Dibley.
No. So
Dawn French. No. Okay.
Mr. Povey is the priest, vicar. I can't remember what they're called anymore.
Oh, okay.
Reverend?
But he's like a celebrity vicar.
No, he's not. He is the vicar of the church that we used to go to when I was really young.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and he went on Countdown. Now, I'm going to see if I can find this, because I don't... this video goes around and I'm like, I fucking know that guy. People thought it was a joke.
Oh, yes. I thought this was fake.
No, this is real. That voice.
Val. Can't be real. It can't be real. It can't be real.
That man baptized me. That man,
Is he the one that chose the letters?
With the bald head.
Is he the one that chose the letters, though?
Yes.
So the man who baptized you, and for starters, I didn't know you were baptized. He chose the letters that spelt cunt flaps.
Yes.
That can't be true. This can't be the same episode.
I hope it's...
Hang on, what the fuck?
That looks
For those listening, we will link you to this video. Okay. All right. We'll link to this video on the YouTubes.
Yeah. Mr. Povey, whatever the word is, shut up. Officiated my cousin's wedding. Baptized me, was, run the church that I went to when I was a little kid, because that's just the thing that we did back then. His daughter ran the Sunday school. It's, I've known this man my entire life.
Yeah. I believe that it was the will of God for the word cunt flaps to be... I say word, it's a compound word.
Yeah.
You could probably put a hyphen between that. Yes, I believe it was the will of God. Now, I don't know if this is... look, okay. So we know Sebastian Robbins, right? Gammy.
Mm-hmm. What I will say before I go any further, they did have a rude verb, but it wasn't 9 letters and it wasn't cunt flaps.
Oh, what was it?
I don't know. It's...
Oh, flap scunt, flap cunts.
Game show list. Site can't be reached. It's not...
That is a rude word. Site can't be reached.
I don't know. But
okay.
I do think it's funny that the clip that they chose to use for that has
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Genuine vicar.
But speaking of people, on... okay, I'm going to have to reach out to Gammy, to Sebastian Robbins, patron of the show. to see if I'm allowed to talk about this. I assume so, because he mentioned it during a drawing stream or a video game stream, whatever I was doing at the time. So there is a show in Australia. I can't remember what it's called, right? It's a quiz show. You go on it and you get to choose your specialist subject. So I think there's like some general questions and then... Mastermind. It must be Mastermind. Mm-hmm. So Seb's partner, Till, right? Mm-hmm. While I was streaming, Seb said, got a phone call from Mastermind for an audition or whatever for Till. Specialist subject, Bob's Burgers.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a good specialist subject.
That's a good one.
I would watch that. I don't think I've ever watched an episode of this show. I will watch it. But again, I'll reach out to Seb, make sure I'm allowed to say that. But yeah I don't know.
Every time I think of Mastermind, I think of the To Ronnie sketch where Ronnie Barker was the host and Ronnie Corbett is the contestant, and specialist subject is answering the question before last.
That's
It's a recipe for disaster. It was so good.
Yeah, I wonder how they could turn that against them though. If you did do that, yeah, that's a toughie. Yep. Good for a comedy sketch. That's all it is good for.
Mm-hmm. Probably written by Eric Idle.
Oh, okay.
He wrote
did
a lot
he
of
write
stuff
a lot for the Two Ronnies?
Yeah. All of Monty Python did. So that was their writing process. This one's shit. We'll give it to the Ronnies.
Yes. Yeah.
Because they were all on David Frost's show.
I don't know who David Frost is offhand.
Dave, have you heard of the film Frost vs. Nixon?
No.
So there's
Richard Nixon?
Yeah. So
Okay.
David Frost was a really, really big TV guy here for years. Mm-hmm. Basically, if you knew David, you were in show business.
Yeah.
But I think he's probably more recognisable for being the guy who got an interview with Richard Nixon. That was like the really famous interview.
Yeah. I don't recognise him at all. I look him up, and one of the first images is him with Nixon.
I think Michael Sheen played him in the movie Frost v. Nixon.
Okay. I mean, I appreciate that
Michael
casting
Sheen.
choice, but in terms of looks, no, they don't look the same.
I just
Mr.
remember.
Frost and
I
Mr. Sheen.
mostly remember because I know I've seen so many behind the scenes Python stuff where the boys have talked about him.
Yeah.
But mostly because he had a particular trait that whenever Eric Idle is doing some kind of TV host, I just sit there and go, "You're fucking doing David Frost. You're fucking doing David Frost."
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah. So he's got a David Frost in his pocket that he pulls out. Okay. Yeah.
super. Apparently, David used to do that all the time, and I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
All right. Yeah. We're coming to the butt end of the episode. I'm looking at my list. There's still a few things on there. I guess I could talk about my super exciting night, not last night, the night before. Do you want to know about my super exciting night?
I do.
Do you want to have a guess at what happened? Do you want to guess what my super exciting night entailed?
Did you game? Did you stream?
No.
Did you draw?
No.
Then it's not that exciting, but tell me anyway.
Okay. I watched a flower bloom over a period of like 6 hours.
I'd say this with so much love in my voice. Get a fucking job.
This was
Get
outside
a
of working
job,
hours.
Joe Benazzi. You've got too much time on your hands.
Let me put it into context. I'll send you some photos. So there is a large cactus that lives on site, right? At where I live. I'll send you the first image. Hang on. Here we go. And let's see. Cactus. I mean, it looks a little phallic at the moment. I walk past this cactus every day, right? Mm-hmm. And it's probably getting close to my height. You see that thing jutting out of it that looks like a penis, a cactus penis? Mm-hmm. I swear that wasn't there 4 days ago. And it just came out of nowhere, right?
Yep.
And I did a bit of research into this, and they grow pretty fast. So here's another view, right?
Yeah.
It's still light outside, but you can see it's not as light because they do bloom, but late afternoon into the evening and night. So I spent my night between watching television, walking outside, looking at this flower, taking photos of it as it slowly opened. Look at this. Look at the progression. We'll post these on the socials as well. And I think this is full bloom. Full bloom.
That's kind of cool.
It is kind of cool.
You
and
still
this
have
was
too much time on your hands.
This was probably close to midnight at this stage. I did learn a sad fact though. I went out there yesterday and today, and look, that flower is dead. Apparently, they pretty much only bloom the once. They die and then fall off.
Wow.
The rest of this cactus is not in good shape. It needs more sun, but it's not my place to do anything to this cactus because it's not mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, at least I got to see that. I got to see the cactus give birth. No. I got to see the cactus expose its genitals. Because that's what it is, isn't it? The flower? Technically.
I'm just so fucking done with your shit.
Yeah. So the thing is, it didn't get pollinated. Because there's a bee crisis and there's no other cacti around, I'm guessing. I also discovered that some cactus have, like, highly corrosive sap.
Oh.
Yeah, that I didn't know. I did know that some cactus have, like, peyote and get you high and trip and shit, but
yeah.
This is not that type of cactus. This is a pretty run-of-the-mill cacti. So we know your pet history, right? Which, I gotta say, is less than stellar. The different animals that you've had.
Okay.
Pet history. What about plants? Do you go in for plants, like house plants or whatever?
I've had a couple of plants over my life, but you know, I'm better with fake plants because I forget about them.
Okay, so you're not good at plants.
No.
Okay. Yeah. I tried to have a succulent one time. It was in a cat-shaped planter. It didn't last. I think it lasted a week before it died. So I just took the planter, put it outside. Never saw it again.
Nah.
I feel like plants inside might be a good idea, but...
I think plants inside are supposed to be a good idea. I mean, you can't see it, but along the top of the shelf here. But they're all fake.
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah. I knew that your plants were fake. You went to a plant stick surgeon and got fake plants. No, it doesn't work.
No,
it doesn't work.
No, you tried it and you failed.
Implants. No. There's a joke there. I'm sure there is. But I'm not going to find it.
We're not skilled enough to find it.
No. Okay. There's a bit of art talk. The only thing I think for art talk I'm going to talk about is the little animatic that I did for the bonus content ad, which was it was all just about you getting angry.
Yes.
I feel like, is that our bread and butter? Me saying something that angers you?
I think so, probably.
It
I need to know for sure. Content for us.
Yeah, it does.
And you
do
it so effortlessly.
I don't honestly, I don't even try. Until I realize that there's a bit there, and then I will hammer it in a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, sure, it sounded like I was pretending that I couldn't think of other words to say for this donut coming out of the...
No, as someone who has had enough conversations with Wayne, he's just like that.
Yeah.
There is a reason that Wayne lives halfway across the globe and stays there.
Do you know why it's only halfway across the globe and not all the way across the globe?
Because if it was all the way across the globe, I could turn round and slap you.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm a smart man. It's like why it's called the Xbox 360, because you turn around 360 degrees and moonwalk away from that motherfucker. Mm-hmm. I say that, but I enjoyed the Xbox 360.
I liked the Xbox 360.
You had an Xbox 360?
I did.
Did you have a PS3?
Mitchell did, yeah.
Okay. Oh, see, that's weird. So these were in your own rooms, or were they in communal spaces, these consoles?
PlayStation 2 was technically Mitchell's, but was in a communal space. We played it together.
Okay.
The PlayStation 3 was Mitchell's, and the Xbox 360 was mine.
And the opposite sibling was not allowed to touch either?
I don't think we ever played like that, though.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. So that's probably why, another reason why you've got such an aversion to like the Last of Us and Uncharted games.
How do you mean?
Because you were in Camp Xbox 360.
I mean, I had no problem with PlayStation. You know, because the console I got after that many years later was a PlayStation 4 Pro.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
So you went straight from Xbox 360 to PlayStation 4 Pro.
Yes. But bearing in mind there was like a however many years gap in between where I didn't play anything like that at all.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, gotcha. See, for us, the consoles were always communal area, no matter who, in quotes, owned them.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay. It's just, yeah. So, was there ever much sharing going on between you and Mitchell?
Quite a lot. Like with the PlayStation 2, definitely.
I mean in general, not just video games.
We shared. Kind of.
That doesn't sound convincing.
I don't remember. I mean, the thing is, you're probably going to ask me for specific instances, and I'm going to be like, I don't know.
Oh, no.
We got on.
You know what? Let's call Mitchell right now. Where is Mitchell? Give us a Mitchell update. Do you know where Mitchell is?
I actually don't know. I know that he was in Colombia over Christmas.
Colombia.
Yeah.
We'll leave him be then. We'll leave him be.
Yeah.
Just in case he's still in the land of Colombo.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, there's just one more thing. It was either a joke about Colombo or Sofia Vergara, and we do not discuss Sofia Vergara.
We do not, but I like the Colombo joke.
Yeah.
The land of
Colombo. It's just one more thing.
Just one more thing. He's doing it just one more night. Just one more night.
Yeah, there's just one more night, and I gotta ask. I gotta ask. All right. We're back from a little bit of cut content. Not that anything was said by anyone. Actually, what it was, something was said that was appreciated.
Yes.
Appreciated. But I think we're gonna have to end this episode because it's about that time,
It's
Brogan.
about time.
Yeah.
It's about damn time, as Lizzo said.
Are we allowed to talk about Lizzo? I don't know. There's some Lizzo controversy.
I don't know.
I don't
There's
know. Yep.
About Damn Time is a good song, and there's a cover of it on TikTok that's really, really good.
Look, we did a little bit of art talk. We're still at the tail end of it. One of my favorite comics ever is it's Lizzo walking down the street, and she says, "I do my hair toss, check my nails, look around the corner." No, sorry, I got that wrong. I do my hair toss, check for snails, look around the corner. There's a bunch of snails, and there's a bunch of snails around the corner. It's one of my favorite comics of all time, and I don't know who drew it.
No. I've told you about that It's Fine Pocahontas comic, haven't I?
I think so.
I feel like I have, but that's still one of my favourite things of all time.
Tell
I
it
will marry
again.
Cocoa. No, Grandma Willow. It's fine.
No. See, I haven't seen Pocahontas, so I've got no reference
God.
whatsoever.
Oh, I'll have to look up some more then, because there was loads of them.
Yeah. Brogan, how can listeners support you personally?
They can talk to me at 7 Billion Needles, or go to my website and buy shiny things. Or tell me what you want me to bring to Scoop Fest.
That's what I was
That would
going
be
for.
incredibly helpful if you told me what to bring to Scoop Fest.
What do you mean, what to bring to Scoop Fest?
I'm going to bring stuff to Scoop Fest.
People, look, if Scoop Fest 2022 is anything to go by, people are happy for you bringing yourself.
I'm no longer a novelty factor.
That's right. Your novelty factor is gone.
Exactly. Now I need to buy the people's love.
Suck it, B tier Scoop. Suck it. Buy the people's love. Okay, so if I was going to Scoop Fest, I would say, what is an example that someone could say to you to bring to Scoop Fest?
Say, see that design that you posted here? I want that on a sticker, or I want that on a poster.
Oh, and like, I'll give you $5 for it.
Possibly, depending on what it is. If it's stickers, I might just make them and hand them out and be like, that's a good idea. I never thought of putting that on a sticker.
Yeah.
But if you're asking me for a big fuck off massive poster, I'll maybe say, chuck me a tenner.
Well, remember 2022, we went to Scoop Fest with loot to give to people.
We did.
Yeah, we totally did. And the people were meant to say something. I don't remember what they were meant to say at all.
And then
that was for you. But mine, I whatever it was, I said on Who Scoops for people to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. No recollection
No.
whatsoever.
But the amount of times that people came up to me and went, fuck you in the face, and I went, what?
Yeah. Right. Oh, well, Brogan, thank you for asking. People can support me.
Apologies. We got talking about Skip Fest.
We got distracted. I know.
I forgot the origin.
It was a bit. There was no maliciousness behind that whatsoever. Look. Twitch.tv/Wayne Geo, patreon.com/Wayne Geo. Just check him out. I like to think that I've written some funny stuff even on the Patreon, so if you don't join, just reading the introduction. I spent time on that 4 years ago, whatever it was. But yeah, you can do that, and you can support us by going to nicepodbud.com. There's all the links are there. You can also find us on all social media at nicepodbud. Write into us, cheesebags. Who do you think would win in a fight between an octopus and a pig? Admin at nicepodbud.com. Tell us. And while you're at it, send us your art crimes for us to discuss on the show. But you can also talk to Brogan about things, not about this pig versus octopus, because we want to know that. Don't talk to Brogan personally about that, but you can talk about other things at 7 Billion Needles on social media.
And you can talk to Wayne at Wayne Geo.
You can talk at me. No guarantee I'll talk back. Who am I kidding? Of course I'm going to talk back. I'm a sucker like that.
You're an attention whore.
Sure, okay. I'll take that. I'm not going to fight it. Hey, Brogan, why do we do a bi-weekly podcast?
Because we talk shit and we talk for too long for it to be once a week.
I think we're in the same fucking camp here.
The mortifying ordeal of being known.
Yeah. Known with, like, you know, that hand wave not even D grade. Not even D grade. Anyway, thanks for stopping by and having a listen.
As always, stay fresh, cheesebags.